Hello and welcome to another episode of the Braves Beach House Podcast. This week we have part 2 of our interview with Carlos Mendez, where he goes more in depth on how the minor league farm system has changed here over his time with the Braves. All that and more ahead on the Braves Beach House Podcast.
Welcome back to the Braves Beach House, broadcasting from our studio in Lecom Legends Club at Cool Today Park, Northport, Florida, the home of spring training for your Atlanta Braves. Very special guest with us, Carlos Mendez. Mendy, let's talk a little bit about the Braves and some of your dealings with the minor leagues. I know you had a very illustrious year in 2011, 2012 as a member of the Rome Braves staff. There were some really qualified, classy people that were there, led by our leader, Randy Engel.
Woo!
But tell us some of the highlights of you've made 8 or 9 stops now with different affiliations or different levels of the game from low A to triple A. The triple A guy, you say, is an older guy on the verge, ready to fill in for the major league club. The rookie level that you see here today, give us some of the highlights of each level that you've been on and maybe some of the players that stood out to you.
Well, like I started just like my 17-year coaching. I've been in every level. Been rookie, A ball, low A, awesome Rome, Georgia when you were there, best place ever, the best GM ever,
That's
Hall of
right.
Fame, the GOAT. Then when the high A was Lynchburg, then Carolina League, and then we came to the Fire Frogs, Florida League, Mississippi. No comments. I got no comments on the SIP. I'm sorry. Nothing against the people there, but that place was just stop. And in the last 4 years, I wasn't with it. And hey. Now they used to be Danville. Remember the team in Danville?
Oh, yeah.
The short season, they eliminated that. I wish we had that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a such an important league for guys like the college guys. It wasn't going to play every day. You know, there were a lot more players back then. But I think we need at least a night. You play at night, and you young guys in Latin America before they used to go to. Back in the day, it was Macon or Rome.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go to Danville and prepare
Right.
themselves better for
That's right.
succeeding in Rome. But since day one, man, I got good people around me, good coaches. And then I was working with Kirk him, thank him. I'm a coach. I was playing in Venezuela when I got the call saying, man, we got an opening for coaching, hitting coach in Danville. You interested? I said, I'm still playing with the ball. And Kirk said, I was talking to Sneaker. He said, Mandy will be great. So I said, he gave me a month to make the decision. I called the wife and said, what do you think? I said, yeah, take it. She was starting me going to play in Venezuela.
Right.
And that was my 3rd year with the Braves in AAA in Richmond, Virginia. And I knew I wasn't going to go to the big leagues. I wasn't going to be an everyday player. So I made that decision. I'm glad I made that decision. I was 32 years old. I still could have played a couple more years, I know. And then when I got to Danville, I got guys like Paul Rongo. Rongi was my manager. D. Lou was the pitching coach. And they've been coaching for a while, but Rongo was coaching for a long time. And see how he treated players, with respect. Rongo was tough.
Yeah.
But at the end of every year, all those kids got better.
Mm-hmm.
And for me as coach, first-year coach, you say, this guy's tough. I've never, don't always agree with what he did, but then now I look back and say, man, that was awesome. Because you have to prepare those kids. Not just to be on the field, be ready to be off the field. It's a lot of distraction off the field. A lot of stuff can happen that ruin your career. And we as coaches, it's our job not just to, okay, we're going to get better on the field, but you have to take care of stuff. Don't do nothing stupid off the field because your career, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And then I remember first year, got a couple players that did okay. And I saw we got the MVP of the league. I can't remember his name. He's from some weird last name. Ryan, whatever. Spangenberg. MVP, I said, this guy's going to be a big leaguer. I didn't know nothing about Scott. That guy, next year, he got released next year. He wasn't really good. But, that's part of the learning process. After that, I won't say nothing about a player that do well in rookie league. Then I went to A ball, and it became Randy Engel.
Mm.
When you coach or play for Randy was your uncle, maybe even your father. He was such a nice person, so much influence on you. He make you, and your worst day make you feel great. And me as a hitting coach, when we were hitting 2 hits a game for 8 straight games, he found ways to make me feel better. And I remember that. And then you get guys like, then we get Rocket Wheeler. Rocky Williams crazy. It's a combination of Randy Ingle and Paul Rongi.
There you go.
And at the end of the day, guys like that, they coach forever. Lifer, like they call. They were so good for baseball that people don't understand how important that is for the development of baseball players. They teach you to play the game the right way. And by the time you get to AAA, if you end up being a big leaguer, you don't have to worry about those little things. He ain't going to run hard. He ain't going to hustle. He ain't going to throw a helmet and he's somebody else. Because they prepare you. They teach you how to act where you need to act professionally.
Playing the game the right way is one thing. Conducting yourself as a bona fide human being is another. And it takes
a lot. Nobody can do it.
Village to raise them, for sure. There's no question. Let's talk a little bit about some of the players. I know Drew Waters, Pache, certainly
Camargo. The first guy, I got Austin Riley. I remember in A-Ball. That's when I first started seeing, wow, big-time prospects. And I said, in Carolina League, we had David Swanson and Dusty Peterson. We were two best players, and Johan Camargo. Mm-hmm. And you just start Swanson first overall pick. You kind of intimidated to coach him because a guy coming at a big-time program. The guy knows what he's doing. Right. He's a pro. Right at the gate, he's a pro. Well, awesome dude. Awesome dude. Like I say, next thing you know, I always had this as a coach. I get to know the person first, and the player will come along. I never want to be that coach that has something to say to you every time something doesn't go right. Because for me, it's unnecessary. But I saw Swanson on the preparation he did as an able player. And from him, then Camargo learned from that. Camargo ended up having a nice career in the big leagues. Next thing you know, in the same level, I got Drew Waters in double A. Austin Riley, Ronald Acuna, and Alex Jackson in A-ball. Mm-hmm. They just came from winning the title with Ron. That's some of those guys know Alex Jackson. That group, that was a really good group. Yeah. And we didn't succeed as a team in the following year, but that's when you start seeing Acuna and Riley. They're different. Yeah. These guys are special. You see, they start separating themselves from everybody else. Next thing you know, they're going double A, rest is history, right? And then you go double A. We were okay. And then Drew Waters came to play. Love Drew Waters like my kid. The kid he was never satisfied, even if he was going 4 for 4 with 2 homers. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be better. And sometimes that was good, but sometimes I think he put too much pressure on himself.
Right.
But to this day, we talk from time to time. He's doing good up and down in the big leagues with Kansas City. And he's just a special kid, man. Hopefully he get the chance to play every day in the big leagues. He's an everyday player in the big leagues for me. I saw guys like, Pache develop, and then that's the part. You can be so good in the minor leagues, and everybody talks about you. That you get to the big leagues, it's not that easy. Because then you play to win. It's not development. If you don't play good, you're not playing. Yeah. You're getting sent down. And it's a lot of pressure on baseball players, man, just to get to the big leagues and they stick there. So it just is social, what do you call this? Roller coaster career for anybody. Because you can be high of MVP, this in the All-Star game. Next year, you in AAA.
Yeah.
Well, not many people, All-Star games and stuff, but it happens so fast, happens that quick. And it's all about winning in the big leagues, man.
You got 162 game schedule, 185 game schedule of spring training games. You're playing, let's just call it 200 games over the course of a year. It's what you can do today. You're here today, gone tomorrow. Unlike any other sport who has a couple days off to be able to mend and get prepared, it's a dog-eat-dog world to go. And as a coach, as an instructor, you're vital to the component of success for them, both on the field and off the field. And you've seen it all.
Yeah.
I think that's great. You're a tribute to what it's all about. You're a classy guy and certainly somebody that's taught us a lot.
The upper levels, double A, triple A, like I said, you're going to find guys more, they make better money. They already have families, some of them. It's just they know more about their career, the guys in the lower levels. Lower levels, I just want to baseball cards and I'm good. I get in nice shoes, whatever. The whole thing going on their face, whatever.
Get some gloves and glasses.
But a AAA, it's just business. You play well. You're not playing to get to the big leagues. Probably you are. But at the end of the day, you're AAA when you've been playing for a while. I'm going to do well for have a job next year. Get invited to big league camp, If it doesn't happen here, hopefully it happens because they don't know if they're going to get called up. They might call up for a week.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, they're preparing themselves to stay in the game a little longer. And that's why I think the best group, the eye-opening for me, 2021 or 2020. That was the year of the COVID.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm AAA my first year, 2020, and I have nothing but older guys, like guys to be in the big leagues. I'm like, wow. But then next thing you know, we talking, we hanging out, they trust what I did, and it was a great year.
Well, that brings up a good point. During spring training, you're on the major league side throwing to a certain group of players because the players love and respect the fact that you can throw a really good BP.
Yeah.
So you've thrown to a fair amount of baseball superstars.
Yeah.
Any pressure when you go out on the mound to throw BP to Ronald Acuna?
Maybe 3-4 years ago, maybe. No. I just let it go. BP is a mental thing. A lot of people got issues with that.
Oh, sure.
I've seen guys that cannot throw BPs.
No,
and I say, if you ask me if I can throw in a home run derby, I say, I don't know. When you put 40,000 there, I say, hold on. National televised. One bad pitch, next thing you know, you hear all social media going on. And I must trust that I talk to my friends back home. But, hey, it's just part of the job happened that I'm comfortable with. And when you know the kids and you've been throwing them for years, it's like, I'm okay. I'm past that.
You got to throw strikes.
Got to throw strikes.
Got to throw strikes.
If you don't throw strikes, they're going to look at you and then you ain't coming back.
You'll be from AAA to rookie in 2 seconds. All right, as we wrap up the show, let's talk a little bit about some monumental moments for you, some things that stick out in your career. Tell me one of the most exciting playing career moments that happened to you.
As a player?
Yeah.
Getting my first hit in the big leagues and then, a double off the wall, Brandon Donnelly in California, back home in Delaware, my wife and my mother-in-law watching it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you have the baseball?
Yeah, got it. I gave it to my son.
Nice.
Mike, I'm very proud of this. I've been in the game 34 years. This is my 34th year. I became a free agent and I'm still working. I want to finish my coaching career with the Braves. I don't want to go anywhere. I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of people, but I still going to do what I do. That's the only thing I can do, right? And I was never released. I never been fired.
Yeah, that's great.
And, I love what I do, man. I love what I do, and it's not easy. It's hard to be away from home a lot, but I got a good team at home that support me. And when I get to hang out with people like you and people we know around this game, they teach me that I learn from. I always want to be grateful to this game to the day I'm done coaching.
Well, you represent the Braves and yourself very well. A legend, Paul Snyder, once told me, you represent what's on the front equally as best as what's on the back, and that's the Braves in your name. So you wear it well. You've done a great job, and we appreciate having you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
you,
much.
guys.
Carlos Mendez.
Wilmington, Delaware.
Boom.
Thanks again for Carlos Mendez for joining us on the Braves Beach House podcast. That was a really great interview. Let us know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it, and we'll try to get some more guests on the podcast for y'all coming up in future weeks. Coming up this week at Cool Today Park, we got Tito's Tail Wagging Tuesday taking place tonight at the Tiki Bar, September 17th. Bring your dog and have a bunch of fun. It's going to be a awesome night. Lots of games, contests, and activities. Coming up on Thursday, it's Suncoast DJ Bingo. You can test your musical knowledge. Held at the Superior Pools Tomahawk Tiki Bar at 6 p.m. Soundwaves takes the stage on Friday night at 5:30 p.m. Saturday, we got Dukes of Brinkley at 5:30 p.m. And on Sunday, Funky Monkey is performing at the Tiki Bar. Also, don't forget our facility tour for the month of September is on September 24th. Tickets are available now at cooltodaypark.com/tours. It's a brand new tour route this month. We're going to the Academy's Auditorium where the 40-man roster sits down on the first day of spring training. Never been done before on a tour, so be sure to come join us on September 24th for that one. Next week on the show, we'll go all things in depth of events for the fall and winter here at Cool Today Park. We got Grilled Cheese Festival, we got Jingle Jam, Beer Run, 5K, Celebrity Softball Game, and more. So stay tuned next week for the full lineup of events and more details.